Welcome to episode 9 of Linux.AS's PLMin10. In this episode, we're taking aim at BOM accuracy with SAP's Product Structure Synchronization, or PSS for short. Before we dive in, I just wanted to preface the technical demo with a few words. We've been hearing a lot about BOM accuracy from customers recently and what SAP has to offer in this area. While PSS is a technical tool to keep product development changes in line with manufacturing for both process and discrete manufacturing industries, the root issue in maintaining BOM accuracy is often a matter of business process. What are your change management processes? Who is responsible for making the changes? Who's responsible for approving the changes? And questions, or rather decisions like this to make in your process design. So I'll run this brief technical demo on how product structure synchronization works, but it's fair to consider what business process changes need to be implemented with the technical solution to make sure R&D handover to manufacturing is in alignment and remains in line over time and change. Okay, with that said, here we are in recipe development, and you can see we're working with version 1 of a nacho cracker recipe. When I click on formula, you can see the ingredients that go into making the primary output. You can see here that for each input specification, like hard wheat flour, soft wheat flour, etc., there are associated or linked materials in the system, along with quantities for the recipe. Again, you can see the appended 001 that you're working with. It tells us that we're working with the first version of the recipe. So now I'll select Synchronize Recipe to BOM, and we'll look at the synchronization units. You can, so we go here, we'll go to the Recipe Synchronization to Material BOM screen. You can see here the material plant, the BOM is in production, and the synchronization unit status is aligned with our target BOM. And if we click on the link, it will take us directly to the target material BOM 219. So we'll close out of these tabs and go back to our nacho cracker recipe. What I'm going to do now is take this recipe and I'm going to copy this recipe to a new version. And we'll continue. Now you can see the 02, which indicates this is the second version of the nacho cracker recipe. So now I'll go into the formula and make a change. I'll change the soft wheat flour to 25 pounds and the hard wheat flour to 55. Okay, and then we'll save those changes. Now I'm going to go accelerate the approval process and move the recipe status from development to for release to released. So it's effectively in production. We'll now go back to the Synchronize Recipe to BOM screen to see how PSS addresses the changes to the recipe, since the same target BOM is associated with our new version of the nacho cracker. You see now that the sync status is not aligned. So I will click Edit and Start Synchronization. And I'll keep the 100-pound scale to quantity target the same. So we start the synchronization and assign a change number. This will be 125. And continue. When synchronization is complete, I'm taken to the reconciliation workbench to review the adjustments to the BOM and save the changes. So you can see here there's a source recipe in the target BOM. The materials in the BOM that were adjusted are highlighted, And if you click highlight corresponding, you can see they match up to the specification within the recipe that was adjusted. And you will also notice that only the items that were affected through the synchronization have the change number 125. Before closing out, we save the changes. Now when I go back to the recipe synchronization screen and refresh, you can see the status is now aligned. And when I click on the BOM, you see the updated quantities are not reflected. In fact, the values aren't the ones we even changed. For example, the hard wheat flour was 60 pounds, not 61. This is because the key date of the recipe is prior to the changes I made. When I go into advanced date selection, you can see the period of time and change number within which we're viewing the recipe. If I shift the time forward, we can now see the changes that were made under change number 124. For instance, the hard wheat flour was when it was changed from 61 to 60. And then moving forward to the next change, which was 125, which is what we just completed with the synchronization. You can see our changed quantities are now reflected under the change number 125. So this gives you quick access and audit capabilities to know when certain versions of products were in production or in the market, and lets you track BOM changes over time. So that's a quick run through of SAP's product structure synchronization. If you have questions, feedback, or topic suggestions for future episodes, please feel free to contact us at watchit@plmin10.com, on Twitter @plmin10, or by visiting us at linksas.com.